I walked up there and I said, "Hey, is it okay if I park my van around back?" Oh, hey, we're live. What's up, party people? Welcome to the Realm of Collectors. Enter the Realm, episode 12, our video podcast. Joining me tonight, first on my screen here is Mr. Harvey __ Dent. What's up, Daniel?
Live from your aunt's basement.
My aunt's basement. That's
Last week was grandma's. This week is your aunt's.
So
I lost it.
you're a moving creeper, and everybody always gets to hear that. Next on my screen here is Mr. J-Botron, aka Jisk. What is up?
What's going on, everybody? Hey.
Mr. J. Ruse in the house.
Straight from Dan's basement.
As always, my tag team partner in crime here, Mr. Dust Mites.
Yo. What's up? Party people.
Our very special guest tonight, Cobra Law Records, Cold Slither 2, drop today. Go get your copy. I'm sure it's decent. Nathan Haskill's in the house. What's up, Nathan?
Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm live from the basement of the Terradrome.
Right on.
That's also in Dan's
Listen,
basement.
I tried to go along with the joke. What are you going to do?
Close enough.
If you need to know what the Terradrome is, stop watching now.
Well, and ladies and gentlemen, my name is Chris Pinkerton. You can find me at Pinkerton, spelled bizarrely there. On Instagram, we have a packed show tonight. First of all, we're going to talk to Nathan a little bit. Tell us where we can get your new album today. You and Dust Mites co-project.
Yes, Dust Mites and I, new album came out today, Cold Slither 2. You'll be joining us soon, Redux, or Redo, however the fuck you pronounce that. It's at my Bandcamp, nathanhaskill.bandcamp.com. Or actually, you can just fucking Google me and all kinds of shit comes up. Some good, some bad, but, you know, I'm sure you can
Yeah, that was that one time in Tijuana with the donkey.
That shit keeps following me.
The things you do for beads, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wow.
Wow. NathanHasskill.com, SoundCloud.com /Nathan-Haskill, all that kind of jazz.
So yesterday you shot a video.
Yes, we did a video for There's a Fly in My Soup. The dude that directed the video's cousin owns a restaurant, and he let us shoot in the restaurant, Otis and I, so shout out to Food Fair by Diego. It's a really good restaurant, even though we made his kitchen look like shit. So I apologize for that.
You know, I sure thought you were going to say the dude that directed its cousin directed some other random shit, and you were going to try to tie that together. I thought that's where you were going with that.
Listen, it's not easy to just let some restaurant fucking let you in there on its day off and pretend like there's flies and dirty shit all in their kitchen. They're not really into that. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't think so.
Shout out to all the flies that showed up for the show.
Mm-hmm.
Peace out.
Exactly. The funny part about it is that he let us in at noon, and we started shooting, and then he came back, you know, at the end of the day, and he said, you know, when my cousin told me they were shooting a rap video in here, I thought there was going to be a bunch of half-naked chicks and bottles of champagne and, you know, all the fucking classic cliche shit. Instead, I've got a guy fucking dressed up like a chef with tomato soup stains and a fucking guy in a G.I.Joe t-shirt. Our videos are a little different than the normal fucking...
That is hilarious.
So, as far as production quality of like your videos, would this be the one that's most involved, like production-wise, or no?
Yes and no. I think this is going to be my funniest video and most well put together, probably. You know what I mean? The one that I did where we reenacted the 7 shoot is good, but it's really long. It's like 9 minutes long because we incorporated all these acting and stuff like that. But
yeah, I really enjoy that video.
Yeah, that's a really good video. But I think this one is going to be the most enjoyable and funny for people to just watch. And plus, it's a short song. It's only like a 3-minute song. But we did a lot of really funny, cool things, and I don't want to ruin, the tricks that we did for the video until the video comes out. But there's some really cool, special effects kind of stuff we did. So.
Yeah,
does Asian Kid Matt dance in it?
Unfortunately, I couldn't get Asian Kid Matt down for the
I ain't
video.
watching it then. Fuck
If
that
he's
video.
not getting dust mites down there, we're not getting Asian Kid Matt down there, all right?
Dude, we can fucking KO him into that video.
We'll work it. We'll work it in there somewhere.
Funny.
We can get the dancing in the background. So, Nate, you did a spotlight interview that we have up on our YouTube channel. You, Dust Mites, and Rolling Steel. So we won't go into a full on interview with you, but just real quick, what were some of your favorite tracks that you put on this album?
Whew. Man, you know what? It's really hard because it's like asking what's your favorite child. Do you have a whole
Oh, I can answer that one right now.
That's easy to answer.
Wow. Shout
But
out
they
to
might-
parents everywhere.
They might watch this, so we'll keep that on the low.
Then it's the kid watching it.
Let them both think it's them.
You know, I don't know. It's the albums Dust Mites and I do are kind of meant to be listened to all in continuation at least once. You know what I mean? So it's not really like, oh, skip to track 9, that's the fucking club joint, or skip to track 3, that's the one that your mom will like, and you know what I mean? It's kind of one continuous. It's like watching a whole bunch of movie trailers. So I don't really have one favorite song, but I will say I'm very proud of the album. I like the album a lot. It's a fun CD, as fucking lame as that sounds. You know, I think people will enjoy it. I mean, listen, it's decent.
You know what?
It's going to at least be the 5th best rap album you buy this year, at least.
You know what? You hit it. You hit the nail on the head when you said it was fun, because Cold Slither 1, it was new for us. We were trying things. We were feeling each other out. You know,
really?
some of the
That was kinky.
Whoa, easy. Whoa, easy.
TF Con, Charlotte.
Come on down. And we did the solo joints that were kind of different because that was more just your vision and where you wanted to go.
Right.
And with this one was like, I kind of took a step back. Things were a little simpler. Things were a little fun. It's a little bit more nostalgic in a way with music-wise. So, yeah, I get what you're saying with that.
Not one G.I.Joe sample on the entire record.
You know what? I noticed that, man.
So we were talking about that either this week or we were talking about that sometime in the recent past, Nate, and I as a wrestling fan, I gotta say, go ahead, Dust, not off for a minute. I gotta say, I really enjoyed all the wrestling stuff. I mean, a lot of that, like the Briscoe brothers, I mean, I love the Briscoe. I've watched them for years, but a lot of people are gonna have to really scratch their head on that sample.
Exactly. But it's funny. I mean, it's even if you don't know who the Briscoes are, but know who Terry Funk is,
right?
Or I mean, it's basically what's the funny part about it's pro wrestlers making fun of MMA fighters,
right?
Which is the joke of the promo. You know what I mean? Which I think is funny because MMA is almost just like wrestling. Just take away the fact that it's real. You know what I mean? Like the production of the way they do their shows and the way they generate fake feuds and the drama aspect of it is really totally wrestling-esque. You know what I mean?
Certainly, it all comes from the whole world of Carney.
Yeah, exactly. Which is great. Listen, I'm not an MMA guy. I respect the hell out of it, but it just doesn't do anything for me. But I just thought that was really funny that the pro wrestlers were going at the MMA guys, even though wrestling is pretty. I won't
for
use
sure.
that term.
For sure. Let's get into what'd you get this week real quick. Dan, what'd you pick up?
I got 2 more chameleons from a Spider-Man wave, and I picked up.
Come a chameleon. Sorry.
All right. And then I just today. I
You
got
come and go. You come and go. I'm sorry, Dan. Go ahead.
I already forgot.
I never feel you and never to be your way.
I'm mad that you know more than just the
I
refrain.
know, that's what I was going to say.
Bro, come on, you know how old I am. Come on.
Stop giving away the songs we're sampling for Cold Slither 3, man.
Fuck.
I'm sorry, Dan. I won't do it anymore. I promise.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Unless Jisk tells me to.
All right, last thing I got was the Figure Art Super Saiyan Goku, and that's it for this week.
Which one?
The Super Saiyan one. There's only not the Super Saiyan 3, but the first one. I hadn't picked that one up.
Not the San Diego Comic-Con one, or?
No, fuck that one. I'm not paying as much as they want for those. They're all fucking repaints.
All right.
All right, Jisk, what about you? What'd you get this week?
This is a cheat, but I picked up the that Cold Slither 2 album.
Oh,
Is it decent?
It's decent.
it's decent.
I would think that it is the best hip hop album I've bought this year, but only because I steal everything. So that's a legit statement. That
It's
it is,
the only one you bought.
it's the only one I bought this year.
It's the best and the worst.
It is the best.
All right, what else?
That was it.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's a
Wow.
goose
So if you didn't run quickly to Bandcamp.com, you would have been goose egging tonight. That
yeah. If I didn't buy it at
Give him the goose egg, guys.
758.
All right, J. Ruse, what about you? What'd you get this week?
I got another T-shirt. This guy right here, some Japanese Autobot Transformers T-shirts,
I really like that.
and what are
Talk about your
the?
body, not the shirt.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
You'll
it's
see
all
more of
good.
That in
Charlotte,
GI.joe.
baby, Charlotte.
That's right.
Tonight,
You may
tonight.
not see it behind that blindfold you're gonna be in.
As long as you bring the robe, I'm good.
Yeah. And
I'll bring the chicken mask. You bring the robe.
nice. I also got the
Oh my god.
an Autobot belt buckle belt, like a seat belt buckle thingy belt.
I don't get that.
Like
What's
a plush
seat-
Optimus Prime that goes
what's
right
a-
here so you can
a
rest your
seat
head on
belt
it.
buckle
Wait,
thingy?
It's a belt that's
It's a
made
belt
out
that's
of
a seat belt, like an old school click. I have one, but
Hey.
it's not a. It's easy to get on and off. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah, it's push button. I bought that for Dan as well.
Yo, Jay, I'm changing my flight right now, pal. Give me a second here.
Oh, Nate, what did you get this week? Did you pick up anything cool?
I did. I got a DDP WWE Elite figure.
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 Yeah.
I got the whole set of these fucking, because I'm such a sucker for them, these aliens mini mates.
Oh, man, mini mates are dope, man.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Those are fun.
That's definitely a
figures.
road I can't go down, man.
So I'm
Gotcha.
kind of a
Repaints.
fucking, I'm a real sucker for the mini mates line of anything, to be honest with you. So I came across those and I bought a couple full sets of those so that I could open one and keep one.
You should start a mini Nate's line. You just various.
Oh,
Boom!
There you go.
That is the next piece of merchandise.
Yep. Some little figure of yourself.
Buy the album. He needs funding.
All right, Dust. What'd you get this week, Dust?
Kind of goose egg, man. I bought my own album. I bought the Coast of the 2 album. Go with
Nice.
Jisk. Got a little
Yeah.
bit of the old trail mix right here. Yeah, but that's about it, man. I had a big haul last week, kind of chilling. We got TFCon coming up, so I'm just trying to, get the resources together so we go out there, we have a good time,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm locked in you, Dan.
What?
I see you, Dan.
So I picked up a Bad Q Brawny off the strangest fucking Facebook transaction I've ever had in my life. That I know a couple of y'all were looking at it. They said, I'm selling all my Masterpiece figures and wouldn't list anything. And finally the person blasted me literally 20 pictures at once of everything they were selling, and that was the only thing.
Oh, that's how fucking Dust Mite sends me beats.
I don't have
Nice. And I also went to Bandcamp this morning and picked up the new Cold Slither 2 album. Yes. Very nice, very nice.
And have you picked it up?
So what we're trying to tell you, people.
Buy it. It's decent.
See what we did there?
I'd like to take this moment to thank everybody that picked up the record today. Tell a friend if you liked it. If you didn't like it, keep your fucking mouth shut.
Or he's gonna battle you on Instagram.
Or I'm gonna battle you on
Keep it
Instagram.
real.
And I'm running for president in 2016.
Hey, do we all get free sneakers if you win?
Yes, exactly. Dust Mite is gonna be my vice president. and
Got that right.
we're gonna use this album money as our campaign funding.
Nice.
We're going nowhere.
No, we can't even decide. We can't even decide which fucking state we're running out of.
But you know what's funny is there's been a lot of buzz on Instagram. A lot of people asking about it. A lot of people really appreciate it right now in the chat. Mr. E2U Alex with 2 X's said,
Yes.
"What up, Nate? Been listening to the Fly track all day. Now I gotta buy the album."
Well, good.
You know, and you know what? Tell the story, Nate. I didn't want that on the album, right?
No. One night, Dustin and I were talking. We did the track, and we were gonna save it for the next project. And I hit him up, and I was like, "Dude, this song is so good. We have to put this on Code Slither." And he emphatically said no. Nope, absolutely not. We're not putting that on the album. Da-da-da-da-da. Then, like 3 days, 4 days later, he fucking casually goes, "Hey, by the way, so we should put Fly in My Soup on Cold Slither." But I'm like, motherfucker, that's what I said fucking a week and a half ago, and you like said no, and I said that? Nah, don't fucking listen to me.
It wasn't because I loved the fucking track and I wanted to hold out for Four Horsemen, but then I was like, nah, it has to go now. This is the time. You know what I mean? It's a time. It needs to go.
Well, and I find just from a creative aspect too, it's like if you hold on to that stuff, you're less likely to create something better the next time because you're sitting on that. If you just throw it all out there and then you have nothing left, you have
totally
to go.
agree.
Yes, you're right.
You're
You're 100% right, bro.
Yeah, balls deep.
Yep, you got to go balls deep.
Balls deep, Charlotte. TF Con. Balls deep.
Dan.
The back of Dan's shirt's gonna say balls deep.
So you know what's funny? Dan's not even gonna fucking come. I'm gonna be waiting to pick him up at the airport, and he's gonna text me and says, "I just couldn't do it, man. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready.
I wasn't Instagram ready.
I wasn't." So do we want to get into that story on the air or no? Because that's hilarious.
Real quick. If anybody saw my Instagram battle from last week, me and a dude got a little into it, and I got a little heated. It kind of escalated a little high. I think they, took me for a white dude that doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, and they were fucking wrong. Okay. But anyway, so the dude I ended up battling is he ended up being a real cool dude. We ended up talking and shit, but his boys that wanted to fucking jump on the fucking bandwagon that I absolutely buried, and if you hear this, I don't give a fuck, I'll bury you again.
Yeah, son, he'll bury you again.
He said that the one dude that I said was rapping in front of 6 bags of chips the minute he heard me say that, he jumped out of his seat, was running around the house yelling, "I wasn't Instagram ready. I wasn't Instagram ready." Whatever the fuck that means. But apparently he wasn't Instagram ready.
That's a whole new level of prep.
We got to get that hashtag going. I wasn't Instagram ready. That's awesome.
Next shirt.
There it is.
That's awesome.
That is the
That's
next
shirt.
That's going to be a revolving gag here on the show. Thanks, Nate.
It is.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right. Just real quick, guys. Don't forget this is the last week to order your new ROC Reverse Devi shirt. Also, the Joker shirt. For some reason, had an epiphany, big word today that it also was Joker color. So
hey, only I mess up the small to big words right here.
You're talking about the one with the Devastator colors?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit is dope. Yeah, go cop that. That's a real cool shirt, man.
Yep. So those are available through our website, realmcollectors.com/shop, or you can hit me up directly on IG or IG and Instagram are the same thing. But you can also hit me up on Facebook.
Hold on.
In other words,
last time I checked, they were. Yeah.
They were what? Yeah, they're the same thing.
Last time I checked.
So when you're on the site, make sure you go ahead and register for the forums. And we have some activity on the forums. We have all sorts of different things. There's a buy-sell trade. There's our rogues gallery. If someone has wronged you in a trade or a transaction, let the Realm of Collectors know. We'll get on it like SCU on a Chuck E. Cheese incident. Sorry, I had to throw that in there.
You know what? If you can't finish your joke, you know it's good.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's good
Guys.
for you.
I got it. I'll never be a good stand-up comedian. All right, moving on to
I'm a good sit-down comedian.
Oh.
Oh.
moving on to some of our.
Reed.
Oh.
Wow.
So please
Okay, and this is the last time Nathan's asked on this show.
please send all complaints to Enter the Realm fan mail at gmail.com.
Or Nathan Haskill at gmail.com.
That's right.
If you want to talk shit to me, just buy my album, and I swear to God, I'll post everything you've said.
Or battle him on Instagram.
Battle him on it. Yeah, that's right. Just call him
Make
on
sure your Instagram
Just
ready.
make sure, yeah.
If
He
anybody
is
wants to
Instagram
follow you,
ready.
Nate, what's your Instagram tag? Because that's about 25 minutes.
Yeah, you got a second? It's Haskill _Thundercracker _Zartan.
And I, fortunately for this crowd that listens to this show, you shouldn't have to spell any of that.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you: was at Nathan Haskill taken?
No, that was actually my first Instagram name, and then I joined this fucking group of losers called the Decepticon Clique.
Oh! Shots fired! Dick.
No, and then I met fucking Assface over there at the backwards fucking black hat, and I was Thundercracker, so then I was Haskill _Thundercracker. And then they started the Cobra Clique, and then I was Zartan, so then I went _Zartan, and now it's to the point like it's like my Facebook name is Nathan Randy Savage Haskill, which I changed it just for that Halloween that I was Randy Savage because I thought it would be funny, and then just never changed it back. So now it's just been like that for like 4 years. So now I can't change my Instagram name. It is what it
It's
is.
stuck.
Thundercracker Zartan. Fucking suck it.
Shout out to the Decepticon Clique, Cobra
Yes.
Clique,
Cobra
Autobot Clique,
Yes.
the FAMs, the
That's
IG,
why I know-
the IG
that's why I
community,
know.
Toy Outcast,
People-
all of them dudes, man. Anarchy Alliance, shout out to the whole IG toy community.
Communicate.
That is why we all know each other and we're all better for it. Trust me.
Yeah, man.
That's right. That's right.
This fucking thing called rap.
The
On a
Hey,
side note,
Listen, guys, I don't know what you think, but this internet thing, it's gonna take off.
I
Any
think
day-
one day it will.
Any day now. I'm waiting.
That's about it. On a side note, Nate, I see you're growing the beard out.
Yes.
How far are you going?
He started last week.
Yeah, it's actually it's funny. Some guy in a parking lot at Ralph's the other day. I was walking to the parking lot and the guy stopped me and he was kind of growing a little bit of stubble, and I could tell that he was like trying to grow a beard and he said, "Hey man, mind if I ask you a question?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "How many weeks is that?" And I fucking looked at him and I went, "Weeks, bro? This is like 4 months." And like he got a little disappointed. Like I think he thought that he was just gonna start growing his beard for a little bit and it's just gonna all of a sudden
overnight.
fucking be Grizzly Adams and shit. It's like, no, bro, this is a full commitment.
Fucking chia beard motherfuckers out here.
Are you going for are you going to keep it a certain level, or you have a time frame that you want to?
No, I just, you know what? I'll be honest with you, dude. I did it during hockey season because they all grow their beards out, during the playoffs. I'm a Kings fan, and
Shout out to the Kings.
yes, and I just didn't stop really. I just kind of was like, let's see how long I can tolerate it, and then it just kept getting bigger and bigger, and now I'm like, let's just see how big it can get, I guess.
That's
Whoa,
what she
whoa,
said.
whoa,
That's
whoa,
what she
whoa,
said.
whoa.
That's what she
What are we
said.
talking about? A Saturday night of your beard?
Listen, and I'll be honest with you, my chick likes it, so that's why it stayed.
So yeah, let's be honest. That's why you guys all have beards. All right, guys, let's get on to some of our topics tonight. We have strayed way down the wormhole tonight. First thing we got here is Wes Craven passed away. Did he pass away today?
Last night.
Sunday.
Last night. Yeah.
All right, next topic.
Freddie needed him more.
So, what was everybody's favorite Wes Craven movie?
Definitely Nightmare on Elm Street
It
series.
definitely wasn't fucking Scream, I'll tell you
Damn it,
that.
that's my choice.
Scream's not terrible though. Scream's not terrible.
I mean, it had to be Freddy. It's the guy created Freddy, and shout out to that. I don't know what else to say on that topic, I guess.
Crickets.
Yeah, exactly.
Crickets,
All right.
Crickets.
Move it on.
Des hates watching some. You don't like scary movies, huh, Des? You can't even have the conversation about the creator.
Yeah, he's just on that cricket game. So Takara released pictures this week of a red masterpiece Bumblebee. Why?
Not Cliff Jumper? Yeah.
I'm saying
Not Cliff Jumper.
nobody called it Cliff Jumper. The only
That's
people
fucking-
that called it Cliff Jumper were the douchebag fans.
Yeah, it's just a red bumblebee, but I
It's a
don't
red
understand why they're just milking they're fucking
Well,
milking
it's
the
'cause
mold, man.
there's a G1 toy where there's a red bumblebee as well as a blue one and a green one, just like the eye gear set where they're all different colors using the
That's
same
right.
mold.
Shout out to Ronan Kaufman. He has every single one of those motherfuckers from every country in the world, right?
So that's
you
what
can
they do? They just fucking repaint it and then all this and ask you for more money?
That's
Exactly.
it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yep.
That's it, brother. They find out what you like. That there was a yellow one, there was a gold G2 repaint. We can make them red, we can make them black, we can make them green. Somebody said somewhere they saw something that was purple. Bang, boom, bah.
And then they can go outside the realm of normal stuff and they could do a black one. They could, I mean, literally, they could do
That's
like
racist.
a nemesis. Hey now, they could do a nemesis bumblebee and all sorts of crazy
Actually,
stuff.
if they did a shattered glass one, that might be kind of cool, but fuck that.
I don't
They
know.
don't change anything about it other than the color.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, they give you an probably give you another accessory.
Boom, 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 boom.
Doing. Stop it.
What the fuck are you doing?
Colors. Colors.
I
That's
mean,
how-
there
that's
are
how
people
it's
that are
figured
out there that are down
Yeah.
with all those fucking.
Yo, Nate, we're gonna do the
Those
Takara.
bugs.
We're gonna do the Takara Masterpiece remix for colors. Colors.
Oh, there you go.
Colors.
Gonna restate Cold Slither, call it something else.
We did. We called it Cold Slither 2.
What are we gonna name the next? What are we gonna name the next album? I don't know, bro. How about Cold Slither 2?
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Just for cheese factor alone.
Oh, for sure.
I thought you were talking about the third album. Like, please, at this point, just go Cold Slither 3.
Yeah.
Don't ever stop.
What we'll do is we'll really just freak people out and be like, this is Cold Slither 6. And motherfuckers are going to go, wait a minute, the last one I saw was 2.
Or
Ah,
two-
well.
It'll be like,
Or it'll be called
Searching
Two
Forever.
Guys That Watch Cartoons.
what about Leonard 6?
Yeah.
Too soon? Too soon.
Yeah,
But you know,
I think that's-
I mean, what do you guys think about that Red Bee? That's going to be a KO pickup for me?
That's gonna be a no pickup for me. KO
Yeah,
or not.
exactly. I don't need it.
Pass.
Yeah,
Pass.
but you think people, it's like the Tiger Tracks. People are going to buy it because from far away it'll look like
Yeah.
Cliff Jumper is like a stand-in.
It kind of fills a void there a little bit.
What
Right,
void is
Dan?
that?
Have they not
What,
made
what
it?
void is that, Chris?
It's I don't know. We'll talk about that in Charlotte.
Okay.
Have they not made a Cliff Jumper? Is that the deal?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
nobody's made a cliff jumper at all.
You know,
Just leave
I
it on.
contemplated it. I thought about it. I'm like, hey, from far away, it'll look like Cliff Jumper on my shelf, but fuck, it's not Cliff
If they would
Jumper.
have retooled the head, maybe.
Yeah.
Speaking of head,
Dan.
Dan
Shut
loves
up.
getting
Oh,
ready.
come on,
God.
Wow. Oh wow. So there's a lot of masterpiece collectors that are very completists that will get everything in every color as long as it's an official release. And that people will buy that. Like I said, I'll buy it. I mean, that's a cheap figure, respectively speaking, for masterpiece, although it is tiny. I'll probably pick it up eventually.
Does it have a number, or does
Why?
it have a like Bumblebee's
20
number with a
21. It's 21R, I think. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
I
it's
think
not a new number, so people
No.
might not get it.
No, it's not a new number. We got final toy color pictures of the generation. Is that the Generation Toy Gravity Builder? Is that what that
Yeah,
is?
they're
That
definitely-
your notes are very haphazard tonight.
They're not haphazard. You just don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
I just like, though,
That's right.
when is it a good idea that the person hosting the show not write the notes?
It was
Yeah.
tonight because someone said they were going to do it, but
hey, we're a team here. Everybody's got to
It's a
work as a
team.
team.
Everybody's gotta do their
We're a
part.
solid unit. We all
One band, one sound.
That's right. So, anyways, those have the new color schemes on those. What do you guys think about the aesthetics of that with color on them now?
They fucking look good. They look really
They're
good.
badass. I'm hyped on this set.
I mean, I know, Jisk, you said you didn't have a Devastator, right? So this
I
would be your Devastator.
This will be my Devastator.
don't
so
like it.
So J. Rouge, you've got 14 Devastators. Will this replace one or
All
7 of
Hasbro.
yours?
I was looking at it, and it may just replace Hercules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm tempted.
Kind of similar. I mean, as far as like just the way they did, like from what I could see, the transformation in the legs on some of them looks a little bit like Hercules. Like you can see just the way when they stand, like the cabins of some of the trucks look the same. Anyway, it seems
Fucking Decepticons.
My problem with it is if it's gonna be big, right? So it's gonna be the same size as Warbotron.
Yep.
And all my other combiners are like that Hercules scale, so it's gonna start getting wonky.
There's
so
nothing
you're gonna have
about
to
it.
start selling them all. They're remaking all of them now to
I'm
that
not
size.
selling
eventually.
fucking Predaking
There's
with the
nothing
Mastermind
about it.
Creations. That
Oh,
shit
Nothing
is dope.
about it that screams G1 to me. You know what it screams? The Dreamwave comics.
So
That's what they look like.
on that same
Oh,
note,
I'm not here.
Nope.
Hey guys, you. Yeah, you.
Hey, let's talk about
Hercules
your
also
other
streamed the
Dreamwave.
Dreamwave comics, if you recall, before the fucking the upgrade set.
All right, good
I ain't
talk.
saying shit no more.
Okay,
Fuck you all.
I went along with you.
Hold
so-
well, what my next point was going to be that we got a Minosaur along that same aesthetic. What was in the company? I don't know. I think it's all the same damn company.
Big money
Yeah,
or something.
it's a sister company to Warbotron. It's
So, but that
they-
aesthetic is way off on my. I mean, the
They
cars
made
look,
it.
the cars
They
look
made
great.
it really clear that it was not Warbotron. That it was a sister company when they first released the promo images, though.
I just don't like the aesthetic of the fucking robots with those big old chunks on their forearms. I just don't understand what
Those
they're going
fucking
for.
cars look amazing.
The cars look
the
great.
cars
Yeah,
look
but
great.
are you going to keep
then
it
they
in
have these
fucking
huge
car mode?
wings. I thought they were Seekers.
panel.
They
Yeah.
look like fucking Seekers. They look like fucking Starscream.
It's a deluxe fucking figure stretched up.
Yeah, this looks bad.
Yep.
But that's just me.
I got pictures here somewhere.
Nobody listens to me.
Nobody listens to Dust. I'm just let's isolate Dust. Why don't you mute everybody except yourself and just fucking?
I'm gonna
wait
mute myself.
20 minutes. Listen, you're more butthurt than Dan's gonna be at the
Dust just contracted called hurt filioma.
Hurt Filiona. He's got the MPH going on. You guys know what MPH
Chris,
is?
stop stepping on me, man.
Miles per hour.
No, it's my pussy hurts.
Fuck, I had it.
Good guess though. Good guess. So
I'm sharing my screen if anybody wants to take a look that hasn't seen it.
well, maybe if we could highlight that Dust.
Oh, now you want me to do something. All right.
Oh God. Oh, sensitive.
Somebody's
I
on the fucking rag today. Jesus.
I really like the detail. I really like the look, and I just don't like the panels on the arms.
I mean, they don't look like the characters to me. They
Yeah,
don't.
it doesn't say Stumpticon to me. That just says a robot transforms into a Lamborghini.
Do you think they were just like forget the bot modes and most people are going to have it?
No, you know what? If I'm
those cars
correct,
are
I think they're going after something and some sort of style with this.
That's a horrible picture.
It was
That's
a comic style.
like they shouldn't have released that picture. That picture's awful.
Look at those fucking
Line
wings.
drawing.
What is that?
It's like the
Those are
generation.
car doors.
He's trying to fly.
It looks like one of the RID car robots. Fucking
Look at that. So bad.
check out my shoulder pads. Shoulder
Jesus.
pads. Look
I mean,
at
that's-
me, got
That's
shoulder
why
pads.
getting low.
Could you not have done something with that though? I mean,
They cut them in half and fucking put a hinge on them.
yeah,
Jesus.
fold them up, make shoulder pads.
I mean, everything else looks fucking insane, man.
Hey,
The articulation, the detail.
It looks like fucking Psykill. Look at that shit. Does it not? Does it not look like Psykill?
Birdman!
Yo, these cars look
got
really
wings.
good though. The cars look great. Look at that.
Do you have the colored versions or no?
Yeah, if I was Asian Kid Matt,
I don't
I'd be all over
We
that.
don't see colors.
Shout out to Asian Kid Matt.
Don't say colored.
Yeah, we don't say colored on this show any longer.
Do you have the painted versions?
I do
have
not.
It's a
Hold on.
Digibash version, not a painted version.
Alright.
Shout out to Unexpected Panda. I just love that name. Always thought it was hilarious.
Alright, you can unhighlight me now.
No, leave him
Alright.
highlighted.
We want to see that slick hat you're wearing there.
Oh, a tongue ring. Damn, look out.
Oh man. There it is. Dan got wet right now.
TF God.
Dan is so wet.
Speaking of Dan, Dan did a very special project for us today.
Yeah.
As you know, we had a contest, 100 subscriber contest. And Dust, where are we at? How many subscribers are we at now?
I think it was 136 as of this
136.
morning, or
And that's,
somewhere in the 130s.
and that's what, 3 weeks?
Yeah, 3 weeks.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
It's not too bad for a bunch of bums in front of their fucking computer.
Yeah.
That's right. So what we're going to do is live on the air here on the middle of our, well, not quite the middle, the early middle of our hangout. We're gonna actually draw one of our subscribers and tell them what they win. Dust.
All right, you guys, we got this nice T-shirt sent to us. Well, this is mine. We're gonna send you one in your proper size from Agabus.com. When I party, I third party.
Shout out to Kronos.
You know, shout out to Agabus.com. Hanny, thank you very much for hitting us off with a shirt for the fucking fandom.
Make sure you check him out for your Transformers third-party needs. He's got the goods and
Great place.
good
2 to 3 day turnaround, man. You can't beat that.
yeah.
Customer service is on point. Yeah.
He gets you that plastic crack fix with
And
him.
he's a fucking good dude, man. Shout out, brother. Thank you.
So let's zoom in there on Mr. Harvey Dent.
Yeah, how are we gonna do this? What do you got?
Will you highlight me, please?
Shut the fuck. I'm high. Give me a fucking break. You're highlighted.
Do we have a drum roll? Do we have a drum roll?
All right. We could have done this through a random word generator, but we did. We want to do it in officially
You
licensed
didn't want to
merchandise.
fucking type the whole thing out.
Nah, we want to do it old school, man. So what'd you do? You put all the names in the hat.
Yeah. Names in the hat.
Show
Instead of
everybody
bunches.
that's there, so we're not fucking around. All right. What type of hat is that? What's the front of that hat say?
I already sold you officially licensed.
All right,
RC
turn it around.
merchandise.
I can't see.
Oh, you want me to dump everything?
Yeah, no
Funny.
winner.
Funny.
Tune in
All
next week for the winner.
No, the one that sticks in is the winner.
The one that your mom vacuums up is the winner.
All
So
right,
here we go. Here we go.
All right. Shut up. All right, we got
Where's he
one.
looking?
I'm not looking. I'm pulling randomly. All right. Holy shit, that's gonna be hard to read.
How many more drum rolls?
Okay, and Mr. Kenjamin Linus, you're the winner.
All right, Kenjamin Linus.
Awesome.
Shout out to Kenjamin Linus. I'm going to be hitting you up tomorrow via YouTube Messenger or whatever I could get your name, and if it doesn't work out and you're a bot or you don't exist or you don't get back at me, next week we're going to be another fucking winner.
There you go.
So there we go, guys. Congratulations, Kenjamin there.
Benjamin.
And we'll do more giveaways as time goes on. I won't say when our next milestone is, but we'll get something going. And you'll probably get a little something extra also. We'll see what else we can come up with.
Yeah. Well, come on. You're going to get a little laced.
A little something extra from
Keep checking the mailbox, buddy.
From the ETR crew. ETR. Let's see. What else do we? Go ahead.
Say real fast, is Kenjamin? I guess he has a week to claim this prize, right? We don't hear from him by the next show.
Yeah. I'm going to send him an email. I'll send him some whatever I can, and if I don't hear back from him within, I say Saturday's a cutoff point. We will save those pieces of paper, Dan. So we'll
Throw them away.
we'll do another drawing next week.
Look at their
All
stuff
right.
to everybody else out there.
That's right. There's a chance there's always a chance for a flake
Well,
out.
speaking of giveaways, Mr. Haskill.
I forgot he was on the show.
He was all quiet and shit.
What? Hold on, man. I'm typing it. Fucking Chris.
I'm tweeting.
He's tweeting like he's tweeting.
I expect to hear a reference to how you were on the Enter the Realm show on a next song in the future.
Oh, for sure.
He was like, "Yeah, absolutely, that's no problem."
That's not
right now.
Oh, we did that 2 months ago.
The most professional way I could say that.
Yeah. Yes.
So this topic I've had to talk about forever, and it keeps getting skirted. So, reaction figures. I see these things everywhere. I see them at bookstores, Toys R Us, Target carries a good selection of them. And they've got just a crazy amount of licenses. Now it's Funko, the same people who do the Pops. So yeah, as you know, they've got damn near every license you can imagine, from fucking Flipper the Dolphin to the AVN Awards. I don't know. They've got just every single license you can imagine.
Somebody say Flipper?
Nice. What do you guys think about those? I mean, who's buying those figures? I mean, that is, I don't know. I don't know. Let's talk about it. What do you guys think about those?
You're talking about like the old school 3/4 joints?
Yeah, they look like the old GI.
Yeah. They got like aliens and all that. They do
Right.
the movies and.
You know, Nate mentioned his mini mates there, and they're normally in that same section, you know, in Toys R Us or bookstores or wherever you get your stuff. But it's just such a broad range. I mean, who's gonna want Starsky and Hutch action figures?
I would.
Who's that collector?
Are you talking about those ones that are like they're like every fucking movie now? They've
Yeah,
got,
the
like,
3 3/4. They did the alien joint.
Yeah, they look like
right.
old school.
On the old school bubble, like an old Star Wars card, you know, or a G.I. Joe
like
card.
They're Kenner, right? That's the.
Yeah,
Well, it's made to look like Kenner. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the bite off the Kenner joint.
Sharing my screen again.
You know, I don't think they're that good, to be honest with you. I mean, for nostalgic.
Come on,
purposes-
they made a Big Trouble in Little China figure,
Fucking
man.
yeah, of course.
They're probably more for the mint and box collector. You just kind of buy them, stick them on the wall, call it a day.
You know what? If it was a lower price point, I'd probably be all up on it.
How much they run?
Ooh, like $14, $15, I think.
Really?
Are they really that much?
In
They
Target?
were like $7.
Hold on.
Nah. If they were $7,
Sharing my screen. Let's look at the
just one of those
shopping
things-
button.
it's
I'm gonna fuck. You know what? I'm gonna go on record by saying, and this
they
is
are
all,
$7.
They're like $7, $8.
No, but let's go. I know. $54.99. I ain't fucking with
That's
that.
for the full set of 5.
I ain't fucking with no $54.99, bro.
I mean, there's nothing to
See,
them.
they're getting higher, $12, $13. Look. The better the brand, the more it costs.
Creature from the Black Lagoon is $6.
Nate,
Yeah,
what were
okay.
you, Nate, what were
Two
you
people
saying,
in the
Nate?
fucking world bought that.
I was gonna say this is probably gonna upset Dust, but I'm gonna go on record right now as saying Big Trouble in Little China is probably the most overrated '80s
Come
cult
on,
classic
man.
of all time.
I agree.
I can't. You're offending
It's a
me
stupid
now. I can't
fucking
believe
movie.
I can't believe you can say that.
No,
one- this one right here.
No wonder why you didn't want to use the Big Trouble in Little China beat I sent you.
Snake Plissken right there.
Now I know.
What a,
That's it. That's Escape from New York.
I know, that's the better one.
so they got Star Trek. I mean, they've got just a ton.
Call
I
me
don't know.
Snake.
I don't know. I just don't get
Oh,
it.
there's a Quint. Oh, you saw that Quint though. Uh-huh.
So
What's that word you just said?
Asian kid chimed in the chat and said these are ass, and he didn't spell out R, by the way. If you weren't surprised by that.
No, I'm not.
I got a buddy who he's a few years older than me, so he was really happy when these came out. He got a bunch of the Aliens figures.
Yeah, Nate, didn't you see the alien ones?
I'm telling you, bro, I'm a sucker for everything Alien and still didn't buy them.
Oh, wow.
That's a true testament.
And you're talking to a guy that just got a fucking Colonial Marines lunchbox.
Nice.
Nice.
You're special.
So
I think that it's just one of those things that like you're gonna run by it. This is what I think they're aiming for: is you run by it and you see, oh, I'm a huge Back to the Future fan, and I've got some maybe the Lego kit, and oh, I see a Marty McFly. I'm just gonna grab this thing for $7.
Sure.
You know what I
Everybody's
really-
out to collect the line.
What I really
I'm
like
just-
is the nostalgia of the 3 3/4 with the bubble on the card. I like
Yeah.
that too, man. The simplicity. Do I own any? No.
So let me ask you this. I mean, I know you guys we're obviously Transformers collectors, and I'm nowhere near as big into wrestling as I was at one point in time. But do you guys have those relatives that you say, oh, I saw this at Target and thought of you, and it's some nonsense? Is this that thing for people, like adult collectors? You don't think so?
No, because in Target they hide it on an end cap.
Right?
Yeah, and in
It's
Toys
on the
R Us,
back
there's
end
also
cap.
like
It's kind of hidden. It's got like 75
collector's
different
set.
things. You get your pop vinyl figures on there. You got your Lord of the Rings and all that other bullshit, and your Game of Thrones shit all thrown in there.
Right.
You don't know what the hell they're looking
It's like
at.
well, it's like a collector's end cap. So you just brought up something that I actually wanted to talk about. Now we had a conversation the other day on the side, and it basically became these guys making fun of me for asking to do something that was about 4 years out of date. Um, and one of us brought up Beanie Babies, and and this is all leading off of something else they talked about on Shattered Cast Uncut the other day. They were talking about what do you see today that could be like a masterpiece level collector's item in the future. And I guess what I want to get to is what do you see now that reminds you of something like Beanie Babies where the bubble's about to burst? I
The
think
pop vinyls.
that's
Yeah, I was
exactly
gonna say
Pop
that
vinyls
too.
for sure.
yeah, that's what I was gonna go with. I mean, they're cool, but it's
Stole your
almost
thunder.
it's yeah, y'all are some thunder stealing motherfuckers in this. God. Anyways, it's like well, it's the same. It's the same company that does the those reaction figures, and they've got literally every license in the world. And I know lots of people that collect these, but as far as value, I don't think these things are going to be valued more than the $10. I mean, there are some that are very limited that are worth some money. But what do you guys think about pop vinyls, and do you collect them at all?
No, they're stupid.
No, what was that line before pop vinyls came out? It was like those really big-headed, super deformed
Yeah, I had a couple of. I had a
Transformers and other
I had a
lines.
Punisher, Mighty Mugs, Mighty Mugs.
Mighty Mugs, yeah. It's the same. It's gonna same shit is gonna happen to them because those disappeared quick.
Yeah, I had a Punisher, Cobra Commander, and maybe one other of those.
I got a Darth Vader, and that's pretty much it.
I like
These
them.
things, these things are going to be like hip hop. It's a fad. It's going to go away. Nobody's going to fucking want to hear it.
And wrestling.
Yep.
Hip hop and wrestling, yeah, the two fads that they'll never come back by any means.
No.
No, I mean,
And there's no way they're gonna come together as one.
No, never.
Never happened.
word life.
Who the fuck is gonna do that? Combine hip hop and wrestling.
The same fucking
JCW.
it's the same fucking losers that try to combine fucking hip hop and G.I. Joe and Transformers.
So,
At some point, those guys are gonna learn.
so I think I think if you collected maybe like like if you like Star Wars and you collected just the Star Wars pops, I don't know, maybe there's a line to collect there, but there's just so many different directions that goes.
You know,
The
I'm not
only-
hating them. I like them.
I
mean,
think their problem. Oh, sorry, I don't mean to
No,
interrupt.
no, no. It just,
Hey, don't talk over dust.
don't talk over me, just. You're out.
Sorry.
You're out.
All right, guys.
Wait, hold on, Jisk. Does Dust have permission to continue now?
I'll see you later, guys. Yeah, you're good.
No, it's just so much, and there's like I wouldn't want to buy the line. There's like one or two that are like, Nate hit me off with a Destro for a part of my Christmas gift last year. I love it. Now I want Cobra Commander. Then I know I'm gonna want Major Blood, and I can't go through that fucking rabbit hole.
I think
The
that's what I
only
was
one-
saying. I think it's oversaturated it too. Like they just threw their
Yeah, it's everything.
It's
It's
everywhere.
everything, man.
And they're everywhere.
The only ones I have the Macho Man ones and the Hogan ones, and that's it. Oh, and I got
How's that
fucking,
Hogan treat
I
you?
got a fucking Wampa.
Nice. Wampa, Wampa.
The Wampa's pretty cool. I like the Wampa.
But exactly, it's like you guys said. It's like if you try to collect them all, forget it. You'll never.
You know what? If they were reasonably priced, I would pick up more.
But they're not. They're like $12 or some
Yeah,
shit.
go fuck you, Ganudo.
And
they're
you can tell it's getting crazy. It's like, and I'm sure it was at all the Comic Cons and stuff that you go into, but at the Tampa one, like, every vendor had a full wall of just those things.
Yeah,
Every
because it
single
probably
person was
cost them
selling
like
these
$4
things.
a piece, man.
But
Yeah.
aren't there like rares
It
and like
costs is
super
probably like
rares and shit
$3.50.
too?
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
some.
I
There's
mean,
some
it's like
rare-
Yeah, there's exclusives and all
There's
that like anything
a
else.
lot
It's
of
like
store
anything
exclusives.
that you fucking collect. There's always going to be that shit.
That's something small enough. You get exclusives like Hot Topic has exclusives. GameStop has exclusives. There's all sorts of internet exclusives.
I was
it,
waiting.
so.
He said small enough. I was waiting for the joke.
Nope, don't have anything on that.
And we're out of here.
Bazinga. So they make every line, you name a property, they make a pop vinyl for it. They make them for
They're all over like a bad rash.
I just like that you couldn't leave it at they just make it for everything, but you're still searching for things.
Yeah, yeah,
No, there was
He's looking in the air for every type of license in Malibu. He's like, oh, WW.
Hey, I'm waiting on the pop vinyls of the Beanie Babies.
There you go.
I can't wait for them to make a fucking combiner.
Bro.
Baby combiner.
Bro. I think that'll be a project somebody needs to work on.
That's next.
Fucking pop vinyl combiner.
That's next. Combiners are the big thing. Let's do it.
You know, it combines with like my leftover food and other pieces of paper that I throw away into the trash.
Does it? It could combine with the gators in the backyard there.
Yep, it could.
You threw them far enough, honey. Where'd those pop vinyls go? I don't know. Alligator ate them.
100 sub giveaway.
What?
I forgot who won it.
What just happened?
Nothing at all. We're moving on, Chris. We're moving on.
Moving on, Mecha Toys, a new company, surprise! A new company on the third-party scene released images of Conehead Seekers this week. Thoughts,
Using
feelings?
the MP11 mold.
Thoughts and feelings.
iGear's back.
Yep.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, iGear is back in the building.
iGear Volume 2.
All I know is I see a whole lot of cone heads going on eBay.
Yeah.
At $35,000 a piece.
Yeah.
Do you think these will be better than those iGear ones?
Who knows?
Well, if they use the MP11 mold, they're going to be way better.
Fucking Decepticons.
As everybody who say with third party, how's the quality? Will it scale with MB10? Is the quality like Quakewave?
It's going to be interesting if this company even makes anything else. If they just come out with these 3 figures and then that's it.
Then they bounce. Then guess
Yep.
what?
They probably retire.
iGear's in the building.
Yep. That's
Now, are we going to hear raging KO guys talk about go nuts? Yeah.
about how these are KOs.
Yeah, these are KOs.
I'm
They're
sure.
copying the mold and blah blah blah.
Yes.
Yes, we are, but people are still going to buy them. What do you think the price point is going to be on these?
$200.
And I can't pay that.
I would say 179 to 200.
Do any of you guys have the iGears already?
Nope.
Goose egg.
Wow.
That's
I'll buy these, man. I mean,
Well,
how could you not?
You know what? Well, you say 200 is steep, but that's how much Takara's asking for the damn Seeker mold they're putting out right now.
yeah, but
And
that's
I
not
don't-
what Hasbro is asking for. That's the problem, you
No,
know.
you're right. You're right. Hasbro's asking supposedly $70 or what, $50. Thanks, Canada. Our Canadian, all our Northern Warriors got rain checks for what was it, $50 for that fucking star screen?
It's like
Shout out to the
47,
Northern
yeah.
Warriors. I love the unity, how they're all helping each other out. That was
Man,
fantastic.
that's great. That's great. That's awesome.
This is what the Realm of Collectors community is all about. Thank you guys. That was great.
That and TFCon.
So
You ain't helping me, motherfuckers. But then you guys would charge me like $800 shipping.
That's right. Shipping would.
I don't think that mold is worth $200. Even so, I think we have it on our topic list, or we had it. The Thundercracker that's coming out, $200 for that Thundercracker.
For
That's a
fucking
tough
repaint.
tough nut to swallow.
Yeah. Whoa!
You know?
Whoa! TFCon, baby.
Is the
Dan's gonna be
character
swallowing a whole lot of
$200,
nuts, but I can't swallow that nut.
God. Brazil nuts. Brazil nuts.
Is the character worth $200? Sometimes the character's worth spending the money.
Not when I paid
No.
$70.
I'll tell you right now, Thundercracker's worth $2,000, my friend. Don't you fucking forget it.
Well, and the Thundercracker I can see too, especially, you can ask the question, Hasbro's putting out Starscream, are they just going to, why wouldn't they? If true to Hasbro form, why wouldn't they repaint it 2 more times and make some money off of the thing?
Or 3 more times with the cone heads. You know what I mean?
Venom.
Yeah.
It won't take too much to retool that.
What'd you say, Nate?
I said, or they could package our CDs with the figure.
Exclusive.
They should do it. They'll do a fucking Unicron one, and it'll have a separate head you can put on it that looks like dust.
There you go.
Wow.
We're in there, man.
There you
I'd
go.
buy it. I'd buy it.
So what if What if they did like a? I mean, I don't know what these people's plans are. What if they did a 3-pack and it was like $450?
Come
for all
on,
three.
man. You can't do that. You can't be bumping those big prices. Nobody's paying for that shit.
I don't know. That's for all three of them though.
What's the difference if you get all 3 of them, Skywarp, Starscream, Thundercracker for $450, or each one of them is $179? What's the fucking difference?
Well, because nobody's got that dough to lay out. Some people be, what are they gonna have layaway?
If you've got $179 to lay down on one, you've
got 400
to lay down on 3.
It's all going on my credit card.
I'm
either
living
way.
in your world now, bro.
Just don't buy weed for 2 weeks. I mean, come on.
Oh, fuck that! I'm out of here.
If you grow your own, then you'll have enough money to buy it all.
There you go. Is that what you do in your beard, Jisk? You grow marijuana?
Got a team of elves working in there growing weed.
24/7, son.
That's why it smells so good.
24/7.
That's why it smells so good. Blueberry yum yum in my beard.
Yep.
Every now and then a Fig Newton just gets pushed out.
Yeah, exactly.
We got that Alabama Slammer Kush up in there.
That's right.
A little EL fudge just pops out of there.
God. maybe just the fudge. Oh
where's
my
that
goodness!
beard been?
This
Jesus.
has just been going downhill. So,
Man.
Bad Chicken, aka KFC, aka the City of Broken Dreams, has released pictures of their triple changer Decepticon Blitzwing.
Yeah,
AKA Ditka.
We were gonna touch on this last week, but we were too busy, man.
So it's a KFC product, and that immediately throws up
Red flag.
a red flag, a Marlboro red flag.
You know what? A year ago, it would be a big red flag, but it's I'm gonna see what's up.
But yeah, and honestly, I mean, look, based on we have just some generated images, it's gonna be 2 years before you see this thing. Renders.
So their track record lately is not terrible, right? So they got the Sancho Barbosa, they got the Sharks, right, which are pretty damn good.
Shout out to SU. Sancho
God,
Barbosa.
They got the Blaster, which is pretty
Great.
good.
Fantastic. Take away that cherry coating fucking bungalow bar shell, and we're all good.
You know, what else has KFC done, lately? So they're doing pretty good. They're doing some pretty good stuff. I mean, this can't be bad.
Yeah.
But 9.5 inches. You think that's right?
That's a decent size.
I mean, it's about 3 inches larger than the average American male. So.
I thought that was 4.5 inches.
Maybe in New Jersey.
What?
So wait, MP10 is what? 10 inches, right? Or is he 9?
9.5.
Oh, he's not. So he's the same size as MP10.
But what about what is
A bunch of guys talking about inches. I'm out.
Size matters, dude.
Because he doesn't have an inch to stand on.
Oh wow! That's cold. That's just cold. So what do you guys? I mean, what do you guys think?
Gonna be a long flight to Charlotte. Buddy.
I don't buy Decepticons, so I don't have an opinion. But what do you guys think about it?
What do you mean you don't buy Decepticons?
I don't. I only buy Autobots.
What the fuck?
That's racist.
That is the truth.
It is the God's honest truth.
That you're
Really?
racist. That's what I was saying. That's the truth.
Yep. None.
Is that like? Why?
Because it cuts my spending in half. It's an easy way to relegate it.
Okay, all right.
It's really not half considering the ratio of Decepticon to Autobot.
Yeah.
Cuts
They
it by
make a lot
30%.
more Autobots than Decepticons, brother.
It's
And
like
I'm-
a quarter.
And all the Autobots seem to be more expensive too.
Yeah. See, I'm a completist, and if I got one of them, which I'm really thinking about getting Quake Wave, and it'll be downhill from there. I think you guys should. You guys should.
Guess what? I only buy Decepticons. Okay.
Well, there you go.
Hey, what's going on?
The Autobots are homo-robotic. Okay.
Homo robot. So Nate, me and you balance out the Transformers buying universe. Hey, I think you guys should go in and buy me a Quake Wave just to get me on board. I think that's
Fuck out of here.
so. Give me the
Send
dark.
us some money. We'll send you a postcard.
Make sure you get me the dark purple one. The dark purple one.
Easy.
So I'll explain this a little bit because Nate, I don't think you probably know that this happened. So Hasbro UK sent out a survey to pretty much anybody that wanted to take it, and it asked a bunch of prying questions about the third-party Transformers community and buying habits around said third parties. Who all got a chance to take that?
It's a trap.
I took it.
It's a trap.
How's it a trap?
It's a trap.
No, just
It's a
explain
trap.
that. Yes, say it all you want. Explain it though.
Hey Akbar, why is it? I didn't even get a fucking answer. Who took it? I took it.
It's a trap.
Dust, do you think it's a trap?
Yes, without a doubt, I do. They want to know. They want us as consumers to give them all the information that they need. Just go in and shut fucking people down. But yet they do have the information.
Hey, I told him, Doctor.
We are the nail. They have the information, but we are the nails in the coffin. You get what I'm saying?
I don't.
Are they really going to try to attack somebody in
It's a
China?
trap!
Though? I mean, there's no way they're going to be able to go
It's
after
a
them in
trap!
China. There's no.
And all these companies. Go ahead, Dan.
It's
No,
a trap.
I'm just saying they're in China. How the hell is an American company going to go over to China and be like, hey, give us
They
some
don't
money
need.
for stuff
They
that you're
don't.
doing?
They don't need to go to China. They'll just shut down the companies that sell it here.
Yeah,
You just get it from somewhere else.
made a good point about that.
How's it any different from a retail place buying a product of anything? You know, because you have varying things that are retail.
Because you're not. Listen, I said this exact same thing to Dust the other day when I was first kind of introduced to the whole third-party thing. I go, I can't wrap my head around the fact that Hasbro just lets these companies completely take their ideas and make. I mean, obviously the figures are badass, but they're making these third-party companies that are selling them for $200, $300, $400 a piece. They're just making money hand over fist for a fucking creation they didn't even create. It blows my mind that Hasbro's let it go this far.
But you know what, Nate? They're not copying the figures that Hasbro made because the figures that Hasbro made were a lot simpler.
No, the idea.
They
is what
are
I'm saying.
taking it from the fucking screen. So
Plus
if
character
anybody's
design, yeah.
So if
Yeah, well,
anybody's
those
going to go out on
fucking
it, it's
shows were
going to
made
be
by Hasbro, bro.
it's- yeah, but you know the copyrights may be out. There's Sunbow. There's this thing. There's that bullshit.
Well, I promise you the copyrights are not out. Or else you wouldn't be able to name them those things in the Transformers movies. I mean,
Hey, Dave. Last time I watched fucking Transformers, there was an Apollyon. He was the leader of the Decepticons. There's Apollyon. Every time I watch it now, it says Apollyon. What are we gonna do?
it's the same way. Look, down here in LA, we've got a thing called the Fashion District, right? Down in down in there, they have
Where the
alleys.
fashions are.
They have
Down where the-
alleys
Down where the fashions are.
down in downtown LA, and they have raids on a monthly basis for people bringing in knockoff Louis Vuitton and Michael Kors and all those kind of bags and selling them down there. It's the same difference. It's the
But
same.
those things say Louis Vuitton on them, and it's like an exact copy. These are companies that are just taking their using
Likeness.
artistic license, to conceptualize a likeness of a character.
It's still illegal as fuck. I mean, listen. I think the third party. Listen, I'm on your team. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
I don't think. I mean, I think that's where it would go. Is they would try and stop the people that are selling it, but that's only affecting that one company. So all of a sudden, is now you're just stopping some American dude
What it would be is
from
they would.
making his money.
Yeah,
Well,
they-
you know what? You're going to tell me that a bunch of guys fucking answer a bunch of questions, Mountain Dew nerds, are going to answer a bunch of questions, all of a sudden they're going to give us better product? Get the fuck out of here,
Well,
man.
if you get enough
No
people, you
fucking way.
can.
They're trying to find out how could they make more money with less fucking work.
Well,
Period.
first of all, it's a Hasbro UK survey, so
Oh.
it's not a Hasbro USA.
And we lost about
Yeah, you
6
can-
fucking UK
So
viewers
I was
right now.
supposed to
Thank
take it while I ate fish and chips and had bad dental work.
No. You can say you're from the U.S. I mean, they had a place where you're actually taking it from.
Touche there, Nate. Touche.
Right.
No, what they would do, they would just shut down the big ones, like Big Bad Toy Store and whatever the main.
TF Slow, Big
Yeah,
Bad
but
Too
like your
Slow.
boy that sells them, the guy that you just shouted out, right? That like gets
No,
big price-
never. Hanny's be bucking and weaving, man. He be dodging
Yeah.
bullets, bro. He's here one day, he's like Pirate Bay. He's here one day, next day he's over here.
I'm not sure he would appreciate that. I really don't. So I do agree with you, Nate, that if the big places got that knocked out, then you have people, selling shit out of the trunk of their car, aka the back door of the internet. There's
And you just start all over again.
and these companies. Look, if somebody knocks over KFC, it'll be somebody else's fantasy company the next day.
Yeah. He'll go from Keith's fantasy to Mark's fantasy.
It's kind of the same thing.
What about Dan's fantasy?
Oh, that's Charlotte, baby.
Not really.
Charlotte.
That involves
Charlotte,
chains
North
and
Carolina.
rubber hose.
Woo!
It's kind of the same thing. Like I do props for the film industry.
Who got the props?
And we
Nate got the props. That's who got the props.
When we do our fake guns, we buy airsoft guns because they look just like the real thing. You know what I mean? There's different levels of airsoft gun. There's the ones that are $15, but then there's airsoft handguns that are $200 that are made out of all metal and shit. Well, the fucked up part about it is that Glock just shut down all of those airsoft companies from selling any products that look like a Glock, which hurts us because now when people want to rent a Glock instead of renting a real one, I have nothing to offer them because they found out that these airsoft companies were copying their likeness of a Glock and selling it. It's the same difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I get
what I mean? Like Smith & Wesson is on board with these airsoft companies, so they allow them to make their guns look like the real Smith & Wesson guns. But Glock was like, fuck you, you're making a bunch of money on our likeness of a gun, so we'll just make our own airsofts and make the money from it and not allow you guys. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of the same because all that airsoft shit's made in China too. You know what I mean? It's kind of the same difference. It just depends on how far Hasbro wants to go. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's you got to look at it this way. There's knockoffs of their actual product out there, and then there's the third party stuff, which
doesn't Takara knock off their shit like pretty close?
Huh?
Well, that's the same company, so.
Matt. Zakara Hasbro is one company, and then there's a bunch of guys that work in the same factory that just jack a mold and then they make
I didn't know Takara was the same company.
Takara is kind of like the.
They have a business relationship.
Yes, it's a trap.
It's a trap.
I would make the argument too that these third-party companies are keeping me interested because I don't like what Hasbro has to offer.
Yeah.
And so it's like,
they are here for us. They were here for the collectors like us, man.
Hey, listen, if they made third-party like badass fucking 6-inch G.I. Joes and shit, I'd be the first motherfucker all over it. But they don't. You know what I mean?
Stay tuned.
I hope.
So I gotta make a comment. SCU, you know how they're coming out with their T-shirts, right?
Yes.
Shout out to SCU for their Hail Hasbro
Hasbro.
T-shirts.
The Hail Hasbro campaign is incredible.
So
that's a clever fucking idea.
If you guys saw their promo video, the lawyer came on and talked about the parody, right?
Rob D.
So aren't these figures, these third-party figures, just a parody of the Hasbro figures? So doesn't that make it all right?
That could probably be argued. That's a very good point, Jay.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I agree. I just think it all depends on how much money you're really making from it.
All right, hold up. Let me get Rob. Let me get Rob D on the line right now.
Like if they had him on the horn. It's one thing when you're parodying something on a T-shirt and you're only making whatever so much money on it, whatever. But the minute like real big money starts to happen, a parody turns into fucking copyright infringement real fast.
Well, are they making real big money? Though is the question.
I don't know.
Because I'd like to know how much an actual figure costs. To make it or whatever. Obviously it's going to cost us more because it's like
more than 20-30% of what you pay for it.
Okay.
Usual markups between 50 and 100%. So if you buy a figure for $200, there's no way that figure is costing them more than $40 to make it.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
Depending on the volume that it's sold at to the retailer, it's going to be anywhere from another 10 to another 30%.
Exactly.
Before we get it,
Right.
Before we get it here. So, we could talk about this for days. This is such a
Dust Mites is playing Tetris, so he's over it.
Yeah.
Nah, hold on. I'm ready to beat my high score rate. Hold up.
So
All right.
while he's doing that, Nate, you got some stuff to give away?
Yes. Sorry.
Put down the
Oh,
cup.
sorry, I caught him mid drink
Mid-sip.
there.
Yes, I have a couple of Cobra Law Records T-shirts. You may have seen them on my Instagram. This is what they look like. Dust Mites is wearing one proudly.
I left mine at home. I'm
A little too
sorry.
big, but I'm wearing it.
It's all good. Hey, that's what you fucking ordered, bro.
Yeah, I was a fatter bastard.
I'm sending out wrong sizes.
I was a fatter bastard when I ordered them. I lost more weight, so.
So you've got what, 2 size large shirts?
Yes, I have 2 size larges.
So
For
you
anyone
skinny motherfuckers are coming up.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
this is what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna do a little Instagram contest. The first 2 people to hashtag ETR Nathan, all together, ETRNATHAN, with a screenshot of us doing this show tonight. Get the shirt sent to them, and Nate'll get.
And make sure you're a size large. Don't do it if you're not a size large.
Oh, no, you can
Hey, check it out, guys. I'm washing the whip with a Cobra Law T-shirt because I'm a size 6X.
You know,
I didn't fit into it.
You can make a fucking quilt out of it or something.
Yeah.
So it's hashtag.
It's Nuggy.
Yeah, so
got it. Send me a shirt.
So I got 2 of them, and we'll decide who was the first one to do it. Well, after this is over, and I'll DM you and get your address, and I'll ship it out to you.
Awesome.
That's
awesome,
It should
man.
be pretty fast, but
Huh?
I was like, oh, it should be pretty fast. You see how many people
Hashtag
in the chat?
ETR Nathan. All one word. Hashtag. You know.
I put it in the comments.
I'm
Yeah.
just, not everybody's watching this, man.
With a screenshot.
Yeah, with a screenshot of the show.
Yeah, you gotta get that screenshot.
Definitely. So good looking out there, Nate. So we're the giveaway kings, man. I'll tell you what. Just a little bit of everything. So Hasbro Collector Club released full images of what they're calling their Mayhem Attack Squad. They're basically $300 recolored Combiner Wars.
And I think if you're watching this, the subscription is over. I don't think you can do it anymore, unless today is the last day.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not in on that at all. I don't know. That is just $300. You know what you can do with $300 in the Transformers world?
2 Quake Waves.
Yeah.
That's
So
2
you have
Quake
to
Waves
be
now.
you have to be a member of the Collectors Club and then pay an additional $300 on top of that.
Yeah, so I think it's like $60 for the membership.
So $360.
You
could
get
buy
like 3 magazines a year, though.
You could buy a dystopia.
You could buy 2
magazines.
You could buy 2 Devastators and 1 add-on kit, and then swap it between the 2 Devastators.
Okay.
Could do that.
And I don't care what any.
Play one hand of really intense blackjack.
Yep.
Right. You could.
You get a couple of Asian-eyed goddesses for a couple of nights.
That's right. A couple nights. Where are you shopping, Dust?
Hey, we in the hood, bro.
One-eyed Asian guys.
You could buy a bunch of those knockoff Louis Vuittons.
With a
from
peg,
Nate's
with a
Fashion.
peg
That's
and a
right.
flipper.
You could buy a whole bunch of ROC T-shirts and a whole bunch of downloads of Cold Slither 2.
Yeah, exactly.
Plug.
Anything else?
Plug 1, plug 2.
You could buy
Hold on.
one half Air Jordans.
So the Mayhem Attack Squad, and Hasbro's doing this, so it's like they're legitimate.
Yeah, so Hasbro has a collectors club, right? So they call them subscription figures, and what happens is they release a
Like
figure.
the G.I.Joe one. I was part of the G.I.Joe one for a minute.
It's the exact same. It's Fun Pub that does it. So it's
Same
the
company,
same
Fun
thing,
Pub.
same process, exactly the same thing. But it's just, in my opinion, a ridiculous amount of money to get something that I think's lame as hell. Who said it? Somebody said something about Mardi Gras today. Talking
It was
about
me. I
What'd
said
you
the
say?
figure looks like a drag queen at Mardi Gras.
I mean, it is.
It does.
That's the second, in my opinion, the second total lame thing they've done with these Combiner Wars things. I mean, it was a Victorion. I don't even know how you get that thing, but That was awful. And then this is, I don't know.
The Combiner Wars are the ones that they're selling at Toys R Us, right? They have all different sizes and shit like that.
Yeah.
They just did a Devastator one, right?
Right.
Right. Okay, yeah.
That's a little. The Devastator though is a little different than the stuff that they're putting out all the time. Like,
so Nate, what they've done is they've released they released 3 sets of combiners initially. So you'd have the centerpiece and then the 4 limbs, and then after that they've just been repainting.
Right.
And this set here is just a complete set of repaints, and they retooled the heads and a little stuff like that. But it's by no means. I mean, to buy one of those complete is what, $90, right? Give or take.
Yeah, it's 65 for the limbs and then 25 for the centerpiece.
Yeah. So you got $90 in for one. Like, you could go to Toys R Us right now and buy all of it. In most places, in some capacity. But $300, so you're paying basically 3 times as much for this. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
Because it's the fucking Collector Club one?
It's the Collectors Club.
It's licensed.
So here it is. These are characters that you're never going to see Hasbro do, so that's why the Collectors Club does them. I actually dig a couple of the characters, but I'll probably pick them up piecemeal. I'm not going to sign up for the Collectors Club.
Are they characters that are in the comic books or something? Or
Yes.
but not in this capacity. Like, they don't combine or anything.
Right.
Well, you don't have to combine them. You can just display them on your shelf as individual figures.
It's sort of like Minosaur and the Stunticons.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So, I mean, some of these, the Mayhem Attack Squad is actually pretty popular in Transformers. A lot of people like those characters. Yeah, Dust doesn't, apparently. You know, they have good colors. Those are the brighter colors, like the late G1 stuff, you know.
That's racist.
It is.
Apparently that's our theme.
That's the new name. I'm going to change the title of the show.
So, guys, if you could, I mean, I know that some of us buy that stuff, some of us don't. If you could have a repaint set, what would you?
So smooth, Chris. So smooth.
What would you want the repaint set to be? If you could come up with a combiner set from what they have out already, what would you want? What would you want?
A pile of ash.
Okay. Fair enough. I think that it would be cool if they did a Nemesis Prime.
Yeah.
And then like 4 drag strips for his drones, all in black with red detail and Decepticon symbols. Yeah, I said it.
You're probably going to see a Nemesis. There's always a Nemesis.
I mean, I just think that would look really cool.
Thundercracker in every color.
Well, you're basically
Thundercrackers.
You're basically getting that.
You know what I did get though?
They're called Seekers.
I got that one. I had to order it online because of my fucking Toys R Us just get fucking raped and pillaged like a fucking coastal city in the Viking era. But
So much detail.
well, I mean, have you heard me rap, bro?
Yeah, a couple thousand.
No.
Couple times.
I got that one where it was like the little plane that was the Wild Weasel. It was like the
Yeah, it was a repaint of Powerglide. Yeah.
Is that what that was a repaint? That shit was fucking cool. I think they should do a whole line of that crossover. Like where they make the Transformers into G.I.Joe characters and vice versa. Like how they did those with the Star Wars ones? That was fucking cool. I don't know how you guys fucking elitists feel about them, but like when I saw
I was going to say that as a joke, like the Star Wars ones, but as a joke.
Yeah, no, I thought those were cool. So fucking maybe I'm the douchebag, but who wants to talk about Legos? No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, that was the only Combiner Wars I ever bought. Was the one that was the one that looked like the Cobra jet. But
The Rattler, right?
Yeah.
So did you, Nate? Did you say you had to order that online? I've never seen it in person myself.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, I
I
haven't seen them either.
I had to get it on Evil Bay.
Of course, I've sworn off retail shopping, but I've done really good with that actually. I really have.
Good for you, Chris.
Nate, you mentioned this, and I know you're a I guess a collector. Tell us about your Legos.
I really like Legos.
You're a Lego guy, man.
I don't even put them together.
Really?
Yep.
You're a mint in box Lego collector?
Dude, I have closets full of them. I have literally like just boxes and boxes of fucking
Should you
Legos.
go for any specific line or just anything that looks cool?
I like most of the Star Wars ones. I like all the Marvel ones, all the DC.
So it's geek oriented, you know, the collector
Yeah.
oriented.
Like I don't get like the city, like the fucking snow plow and shit. You know what I mean?
The snow.
Yeah. You didn't buy the Chrysler Building Lego set?
No, and I really liked the Creo G.I. Joe mashup, but it did so bad in retails that I have a feeling that they're never gonna do more versions of them.
Yeah, so why keep going?
You know,
Yeah, exactly.
I would
But
not
thought
be.
they were really cool.
I would not be surprised if those licenses don't end up with the Lego because they.
I would fucking. Oh my god, that would be the
Oh
best.
yeah, that would be wet. That would be wet if they got that.
What I have, which started out as kind of a gag, but I'm going with it. I have what's called a Lego retirement plan. Okay. All right,
It's not a bad idea.
Just go with me on this one. Legos are like Hondas, where they're never worth less than what you bought them for. You know what I mean? No matter how many miles you have on them. Now, I don't open mine, and then Lego retires their sets.
Yep.
So you can go on eBay or whatever the forums are, and you can look at some of these sets that are retired that maybe you bought for $50 at Toys R Us are now worth 2 years later, 3 years later, $125, let's say, right? Especially the bigger sets, like the Ewok Village or the fucking Simpsons house or whatever, you know, the ones that are like a few $100s. So my Lego retirement plan is every month I buy 3 or 4 Lego sets, and I don't build them. I put them in a fucking closet. I like the box art, you know what I mean? I was really into them when I was a kid when I played with them, so I don't have anywhere to display them and shit. Some of the sets that I really like, I'll get 2 of, and I'll build it because it's much cheaper than a fucking psychiatrist. If you ever having a bad day, bro, just sit down and build a Lego set and take you a couple hours, take your mind off shit, right?
Yeah, I've heard that many times.
Yeah, it's almost like it's like therapy, you know what I'm like? You don't have to think about it. But anyway,
I heard that before I fucking got in my car and knocked over a gas station. But that's just me.
So my Lego retirement plan is, so when I retire in, 30 years, 25 years or whatever, I'm going to have all these Lego sets that I will attempt to sell for a much larger profit because they'll be so old, and then do whatever with that money, take a fucking trip when I'm retired or whatever. And if I don't sell them, then I'm gonna spend my retirement days building Lego sets until I fucking die, so that I have something to do every day.
With the arthritis in the carpal tunnel, I gotta get the little peg in the little hole, and I can't do it. Oh, nursemaid, can you help me do this?
Shut up, honey! I'm putting this sail on a pirate ship.
You'll be the coolest guy at the retirement community.
Yeah, it's the fucking millennium version of old men building ships in a bottles and shit, right?
They should have a Lego version of that. I was just thinking of that. They should have clear bricks, and you can build a ship in a bottle.
Yeah, exactly.
They do have clear bricks.
I know, but I'm saying they should have that set.
So
Dude,
I collect mini mates. Yeah. I collect mini mates and Legos and alien paraphernalia, and I collect the wrestling figures.
Don't forget your hats, man. Don't forget your hats. Your hat game is on point.
So how many hats do you have, Nate? Because I rarely see you wear the same one twice.
Like 65.
I didn't know if maybe you wore them and took them back. Like, no, this hat didn't fit.
No, I have them all. I have them all on display, and I've been recently into getting hats from Japan because New Era does a lot of stuff with these Japan companies that don't come out in America, like those Planet of the Apes hats I have.
Oh, those are Japanese. Those are dope.
Yeah, those are all Japanese. Yeah, 20th Century Fox did a line of hats with New Era, but they only released them in Japan. And the funny part about it is if you Google for a little while, you can find Japanese websites that will sell them to you. Now, they are expensive. Let's say a regular New Era fitted costs $35 in a store. You know what I mean? These hats can be $60, $65.
$850.
But the funny part about it is that if you go on evilbay and you look at these same hats that I can go on a Japanese website and get it for anywhere between $50 and $60. But if you go on eBay, they're $150 because people are taking advantage of the fact that people go, oh my God, I've never seen that hat before on eBay. I don't even know where I would begin to look for it. I'll just spend all this money on eBay. But if you really, look around the web, you can find them. It's just they ask you to pay in yen and shit. So like, I'll get a PayPal receipt in all Japanese that says I owe somebody like 17,000 yen. But they convert it for you, and it's a good turnover, and they're legit hats and shit. So
that was a good point about eBay, because Chris and I were talking about some sneakers the other day, and I said, "Oh man, I could only find these on eBay for like 200." 2 days later, he said Finish Line just released them for like 120.
yeah,
because they were newer.
Yeah, exactly. It's
sneakers.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same thing with shoes. If you, unless you're looking for Jordans, for the most part, if you just look around the web long enough, you'll find a better deal than eBay.
Yeah.
It's just if you want to put the time in. You know what I mean? That's all it is.
Yep.
How much do you want it?
It's a lot about waiting, and I was talking to Jisk about this the other day. I wanted both of those Bad Cube, the Braun and Outback, and I waited and waited and never would pull the trigger, and I got them second hand for, I say, $50.
Right.
Jisk has a similar deal. I won't spoil his pudding, but he's got something coming that he's saving about $100 just because you wait a while.
Steal his thunder like everybody steals your thunder.
No, I am not the thunder stealing motherfucker. That's for y'all. Sorry. Wait till we get to TFCon. I'm gonna steal the fuck out of y'all's thunder. Don't worry.
We're gonna transmit live from TFCon.
That's right. It's gonna be live thunder stealing.
Transmitting live diseases.
From the hotel room with Dan.
Hey, speaking of live and shows, guys, just go ahead and give everybody a heads up. There will not be a show next Monday. We're going to take a Labor Day break. Some of us have family obligations and whatnot, so we're going to take a week off.
Fantasy football.
So,
Yeah, whatever.
but we will be back the following week.
No show next week.
Tommy Barricade. No show
Tommy,
next
no
week.
show, no hangout next week. Well,
make
maybe
a
a
promo
hangout
for it.
Sunday. I don't know. You never know. But
I'll make a
no
promo
show.
about having no show. Don't worry.
No show.
Sorry, guys. We have to take a chill out one every once in a while, guys. We gotta chill out.
12 in a row, and we'll just skip 13. We'll say next week's 13.
Can we set it up where it plays a rerun at that time?
It plays a rerun. Why don't we just all turn on our things and just, it won't be anything here. It'll just be.
I'll just turn on the camera and just sit here like this. Somebody started talking about wrestling. It's the wrestling program.
So one more thing, guys, that I have. This Thursday, well, I guess it's Friday at midnight. The Star Wars Force Awakens toy releases are going to be, I guess, everywhere across the country. Anybody planning on going to that big nerd factory? I'm going.
No.
I'm going.
I'll probably be working.
I went to the one for episode 1, and it was insanity. I don't think this one will be that crazy, but I'm still going to go just to check it out. I'll go to my local Toys R Us. I'll video it.
I gave toys during episode 1.
Bless your heart.
That was fun.
So they're gonna open at midnight. This is like on some like Madden fucking 226 like Madden game release.
Yeah.
Shit?
So
It's gonna be one of those.
well, I remember the episode 1. Toys R Us opened at midnight, and it was complete chaos. And then we went to like Walmart, and they were like, "Oh, it's all on a pallet over there." They hadn't even gotten it out yet.
Oh wow, that's Walmart.
Yeah,
Shout
but
out to Walmart.
I mean, what I was told, my rep at my distributor that I have a wholesale account with said that this is going to dwarf anything that you saw with episode 1. The amount of merchandise that's coming out.
So it's going to be worthless in a year or so.
No, basically, yeah. I don't think there'll be anything worthwhile out of it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bunch of fucking things with 5 points of articulation and.
Yeah, the Black Line's the only thing that's going to be worth anything.
The Black Series, yeah.
Yeah, they're going back. They're going to have a whole line of just figures at 5 points of articulation. And I'll tell you something that's really funny. Walmart has gotten either really smart or really lazy on everyone I've been in lately. That like half of the action figure aisle, they've got these giant like end cap display cardboard things.
Yep.
They're just gonna take. They may already have it pegged out behind there. I don't know. But it's like
They're like
down and
5
throw it
feet each, and they're like 4 across. So they're just gonna pull it out. They're basically floor displays.
Yeah, that's what it is because they were on a center row pallet, 2 weeks before. So they're just doing what they can to make the space. But that Transformers at retail has been pitiful all summer, and this is going to completely kill it for the rest of the year.
So when did you say that release was? It was tonight?
It's the 4th, so it'll be Thursday, Friday overnight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of course, they used the 4th.
Maybe,
yeah.
September 4th.
Nice to you did there.
Yeah, pretty clever. But I mean, it'll be Star Wars everything for the rest of the year. I mean,
Yo, Nate.
Good night, Transformers.
You check that hashtag? Did we get any winners?
Oh, here, you know what? Let me look.
All right, so we're gonna do this live.
everybody's on their phone. TikTok, you don't stop to the.
I can make a beat. Make a beat.
You just need an obscure vocal sample.
If you guys turn on notifications, all you have to do is look down at your phone.
Oh, come on. Who turns on notifications?
What are notifications?
You can turn on notifications for a
Fuck
hashtag.
out of here.
Oh, maybe not for the hashtag.
Everybody say, get the fuck out of here.
That would be awesome if you could turn on notifications for a hashtag. You hear that? Facebook / Instagram.
There's 3 of them. One of them is Rob, and I know for a fact that motherfucker's not fitting a large.
Yeah, but he
already has shirts.
But it might be for somebody else in the family.
Right, so if Rob wants to collect...
He needs a pillowcase.
We also have Tommy Stars and Mr. .tu. So...
Who was the last one?
Mr. .tu.
That's Alex.
Alex
okay.
with 2 X's.
So, but he says his wife would rock one, so... Yeah, I think it's... I think it's Tommy or it's Stag and Tommy, I think.
Well, let's look and see who was first.
Well, I think it was Rob was first. Rob and Tommy were at the exact same time. You know what? Hold on. Let me go look in my box. They might all be winners. It's fucking crazy here.
A bunch of guys fucking... I'm going to get this fucking shirt on and put it on Instagram, and it's...
Looks like Mr. E2U and Tommy, if you look at the way the post, I don't know. It was all within like a minute, so thanks for participating, guys. It looks like we have at least 3 people watching the show tonight.
Cobra Law Records, baby.
Yes, we have exactly.
Hey, this just in. Can I get a drum roll, Dust?
Oh, hold on. Which one is the drum roll? I got to figure it out. There we go.
I don't really have any shirts left. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, knock it off.
So I do. I have 2 black larges and I have 1 red double X or single X. So,
you say double X, motherfucker, in red. You better send it this thing.
It's single X. I have a single X red and 2 large blacks. So, because Rob and Tommy were first, if either one of them wants the extra large red one, they can have their choice, and then the other 2 will get the black one. So everybody's a winner.
Yay!
Yay!
What a great night. All right, fellas, it's been a wonderful evening with all of you.
Thank you very much for having me on, guys. It's been really fun, man.
Yeah, we're gonna go around the horn, and everybody tell everyone where you at and how they can holla at you. Dan.
Harvey _Den on IG. Buy the album. It's decent.
That sounded like some stolen thunder right there.
Jisk.
If you want to look at graffiti stuff, it's at Jisk1 on Instagram. If you want to look at Transformer stuff and ROC stuff, it's at Jbatron on Instagram and Facebook. And also, if you want to join the Autobot clique, it's
AC.
at Autobot_click_official. For some reason, there wasn't an easier name than that one.
You're welcome.
No, you're telling me.
And kiss my
But,
know,
sign up.
Underscore official underscore
Yeah.
drive 3
Just
blocks
hashtag Autobot
underscore
click.
turn right.
Send me a message
the
if you
reason
want to
it's
get
so
in.
complicated is I saw this white guy that rapped on Instagram, and his name looks so cool with the underscore. I'm like, I'm gonna set it up like that. All right, J Ruse.
At JRuse on Instagram. If you want to take a look at my collection and photos of Transformers. And I'm on Facebook sometimes. Lately,
Sometimes.
not much.
Late night lurking.
Dust.
Instagram, Dust Mites. YouTube, Dust Mites. YouTube, right here, Realm of Collectors. Check out www.realmofcollectors.com. Website is up. SoundCloud, Dust Mites. Old Slither. Everywhere, baby. Everywhere. Body album.
All right, Nate. How can folks get a hold of you? Tell us where you can get your music.
If you want to check out my music, you can go to SoundCloud.com and just search Nathan Haskill. You can buy my albums. I got a couple albums for sale, and you can have a couple free albums if you want. It's on Bandcamp.com. Just search Nathan Haskill or go Nathan Haskill at Bandcamp.com. My Instagram name, you can just search Nathan Haskill if you don't want to do this whole bit, but I know Dust likes to hear me say this. It's Haskill _ Thundercracker _ Zartan. And I just want to thank all you guys for having me on here today. I want to thank everybody that supports the music. I want to thank everybody that supports the toy community. Yeah, it's a fun thing. I thoroughly enjoy it. If you want to go check out my Instagram, if you want to see me whore myself out for some T-shirts or or fucking make or fucking tap out babies. Listen, I put a baby in a crippler crossface this week.
That was awesome.
What Instagram is doing that?
That is the baby was not IG ready.
He was not IG ready.
No.
If you want to see somebody IG ready, follow me on Instagram.
And the video for There's a Fly in My Damn Soup.
Yes,
Coming soon.
yes, it's getting edited soon, so hopefully in the next couple weeks there'll be the new video for There's a Fly in My Soup featuring my man Otis Roycroft. It's gonna be good.
Folks, you can find me on Instagram at Pinkerton, spelled the bizarre way it is on the screen. I'm also active in the Realm of Collectors Facebook group. Make sure you check out our website, realmofcollectors.com. We have our Reverse Devi shirt on sale through Saturday the 5th. realmofcollectors.com/shop, or you can hit me up directly on Instagram or Facebook. What else we got? We have our music. We have our shows available on SoundCloud. If you want to just listen to the audio, you're one of those cool cats. What else am I not plugging here, guys? So shout out to Shattered Uncut, a cool group of guys, like-minded individuals. Shout out to all the cliques out there, our cliques. Shout out
Mega
to
Toy Cast.
Mega Toy Cast.
Yep, shout out to Swage and those guys. They actually had a show last night. Go check that out. Brave's Toy Reviews was on there as well. Shout out to the Outcast community on Instagram. Glad to have you guys on board watching the show. Hopefully you're out there watching as well. Shout out to Anarchy Alliance and everybody else that's out there. We're trying to just be one big happy toy community online.
Toy Collectors United, baby.
That's right. Collectors United. And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that. And we will see you in 2 weeks. We'll see you in a few minutes for a live hangout, and bring it on.
ROC Hangout, 10-ish.
If you're going to be nasty, be nasty. We don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Deuces.
For all you motherfuckers, fuck you, motherfuckers.